Alright. Obviously, we're playing Sunless, guys. I have no idea what this game is. It was just free on Epic today, so, this is start of our free weekly games on Epic that I'm going to be doing every Thursday. This doesn't look like it'd be my style of game, but we're going to find out. Die, you can continue with a new captain. If you die, you can reload and continue with a new captain. We'll do Merciful, because aiming assistance, moderate. Hell yeah. Enemy projectile speed standard, supply consumption standard, I guess. I don't know what I'm looking forward to here. I know absolutely nothing about this game, other than that it is very long. According to How Long to Beat, it is about 30 hours or so, something like that. Log of Her Majesty's locomotive in the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The Orphan is damaged and is in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing here, so. In the Reach, an untamed, sunless span of the heavens, London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. Journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive was damaged, and Captain Whitlock badly wounded. First officer of the crew looked to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there safely? To leave for your stokers, you find a barrel of fuel among the detritus. Wreck of the Ozymandias. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew whispering as they dress. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass in the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now's not the time. I'm gonna leap across the wreck. You jump, your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. Okay, your interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread buttery light over the narrow paneled passages. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. So I can either clear the obstruction away, and this will test my iron skill of confronting and overcoming, or I can go back out onto the hall, climb past the blockage, and enter through a window on the far side, and do so carefully. That's deceiving and evading. We'll clear the obstruction away. Oh, so you can fail them, okay. As you strain against a stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago. A boiler explosion had trapped an engineer under a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first in the scene, you were second. Together you managed to pry the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it. While the captain braced the bar across her back, "By all means take your time," she grunted as you dragged the engineer out. Back in the present, twisted bulkhead yields. Your companions clear the exposed rubble away, and the way is clear. Alright, you have reached the Ozymandias hold, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst the detritus, you can find parts to repair the Orphean and restock your supplies. You find enough food and gear to restock supplies, and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orphean. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, and of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. Oh, cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulled a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. They gained 15 hull, which I'm assuming is just like health, and 4 supplies. Oh my god. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchanges nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that can be mounted on the locomotive and an educated bat. You can mount the cannon, liberate a bat, and employ it as a scout. Oh, so I can do both, okay. Powder on Hatherstage Jerusalem fires single shells to a good range, more or less accurately. Order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias grunts again. The structure shudders spasmodically. And then get the bat. Now the sky. Bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. So I can press on the engine room and potentially die, or return back to my ship, or my train. You know what? We're gonna press on. The wreck of the Ozymandias reaches metal buckles and tears. Press on through the shuddering corridors, searching frantically for the engine room. Can either send a small party, or I can go myself. I will go myself. Fuck! Rip. The engine room is gray and spilled ash and littered with corpses. Little has survived in the Ozymandias ruin. You search fruitless for your coal, but linger too long. As the wreck is racked with final violent tremors, you race back to the Orphan. The dying groan, the Ozymandias splits in two, sending shards of splintered plating spinning into the sky. Several of them bite into the Orphan, mauling its hull. Stoking your engines, you steam away from the collapsing wreck. You are restocked at least and rearmed. Sag. After send out your scout, cost supplies. Does that do anything? Gotta discover something. See what it is. Open your chart. Oh, I open my chart. Probably how I open my chart. So is it that? Okay. Summoned by Captain Whitlock. The walls of the captain are lined with a hodgepodge of curious from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. She coughs. Coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Can either ask about injuries or approach the bedside. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arms. Her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements, the Orphan will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise, she breaks off to scream, a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request a little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. Promise. So, obey. Make no promise. Tell her to rest. Pull away. Demand to know why she took the oath. Nah, I'm just gonna do it. Oh my wish, yes. Be it better. She breaks off as the sigils burn and her bones flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh skin. Better captain than I. The efforts exhaust her, she sinks back in scorched pillows in a twisting, frantic fever. I guess I'll leave now. I got primary fire. I'm supposed to go this way, right? Unless I just go around. Guess I just go around. Oh shit. My game crash? Ah, we're good. Breach Marauders defeated. You prepare to board the buckled wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. Raid them, or strip it for repairs. Um, raid them. 31 sovereigns. Okay. Still need to get over here, which I imagine means I should go this way. The controls in this are kind of weird. Something I'm definitely not used to. I don't mind though. It's not as bad as I expected. We're gonna scrap it for repairs. Is this what I was supposed to find around the corner? What is this? It's like a... new Winchester. 512 experience gained. I feel like... I will say the game does run a tad rough for what it is. Like it's running smooth and everything, but it's coming close to crashing multiple times now. Coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, and the steam of Wolvesey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque station master bustles over. Request to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, insists, arranging a ledger, the usual formalities. Look at the doctor. Crew change bleak, wordless looks. The Orphan itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that, unfortunately, Captain Whitlock had just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is deceased, the station authority require their answers from the first officer. Down a set of spectacles and locates his pen. To be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Alright, I guess where I like set up my character. Oh my lord, create your captain. Today, London lies within the stars, her new empire unfolds across the heavens. 10 years ago, before the northern gate was opened, before the renewed empress led her people into the skies, it lay a vast cavern far beneath the earth, deep, dark, marvelous. Who were you then? You had a street urchin, no parents, no laws, no masters, but also no roof over your head, no money, and often no dinner. Freedom comes at a price. I'll begin with high veils, the skill of evading and deceiving, which I'm not too worried about. A soldier, yours was not to reason why, yours was but to do and die. Begin with high iron, the skill of confronting and overcoming. That might not be bad. Poets, the pen, the ink, the blank, monstrous page. Begin with high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. Oh, didn't think I was gonna do that. An academic is a study of the sciences, the arts, and the philosophy. Begin with high mirrors, the skill of investigating and deducing. A priest, hymns and hymnals, Sundays and sermons. You will begin with high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. A sailor, weird. You're over the mournful, merciless waters of the Untersee. You will begin with high iron. Ministry auditors, high mirrors. For a time, you served at the Ministry of Public Decency, which has become Her Majesty's preferred instrument. You're revolutionary. The world is broken. One way for the rich, another for the poor. You decide to do something about it. That's veils. So I'm gonna either be a sailor or a soldier. I'll be a soldier. Unless the game crashes, of course. It's looking like the game's... Oh. Choose an ambition. Oh my god, this game's having a tough time. You want a comfortable retirement, and by comfortable, I mean extravagant. Many have made their fortunes out among the stars. Many more have failed, broken, and lost in the drifting night. Will you be different? To win, gather a substantial retirement fund, acquire lodgings at a hub port, and retire. Fame, you will immortalize your exploits in the song of the sky. For centuries, people have launched themselves into the unknown in the hope of making a name for themselves. You're sure you'll succeed. After all, you never heard of anyone who didn't. Gather stories of the exploits and write about them in New Winchester. In the truth, even the stars have secrets, but they won't keep them from you. A message from an old friend begins an unwise quest to learn a secret that the stars hide. What drives you? Curiosity? Justice? Insolence? Whatever it is will be tested. Be warned, this demanding ambition best played with a lineage that has already completed wealth or fame. Wealth. This doesn't really matter. Brother! We'll just do solar like usual. There we go. That's my start. Why can't I, why isn't it letting me start game? Oh. I didn't like this. The Royal Horse Guards serve the Blues, conducting labyrinthine ceremonial duties defending Her Majesty's person. Your hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring, and affiliates you with Bohemia. Corps of the Royal Engineers, who is sapper, a mechanic, an architect, and inventor, all while shells fell and bullets flew. Increases your mirrors, which is investigating and deducing, affiliates you with establishment. And the commissariat. An army marches on its stomach, you had to find supplies, whatever means necessary, increase your fails. The skill of deceiving and evading, and affiliates you with the villainy. Well, I don't want to be with villainy. That's kind of fucked up. Every time I click something, it seems like the game's gonna crash. There we go. And we've officially started the game. The reading of the will. 3 weeks passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to an accomplished train bound for the serene mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodical notary is reading the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses for her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. I told you, every time I click something. I at least want to finish this, the reading of the will. I want to know. In a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orphean was to pass to its first officer. He appears to you with dry, gray eyes. Includes a certain black box containing the Orphean's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that, at a time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you an address card and deposit it there. You got to look inside. She gave no explanation. That's it. You're captain now. The Orphean is yours. I got Captain Whitlock's legacy, which was, I'm assuming, the train, the black box, and 100 sovereigns. I can explore the city, recruit to the incautious driver, an opportunity to fastidious inspector, investigate the black box, carry your locomotive, hire on crew, or something with ambition of wealth. Explore the city. I'm starting to learn about trading. Visit the Promise of Days. Inquire about the Winchester War. I want to learn about trading. Promise of Days at New Winchester to learn of a profitable trading prospects. The Promise of Days. Introduce myself. How to make a force through trade. Trade never comes from Eleuthia. Close to the Blue Kingdom in raw hours in London. Tips. I can't do that. Introduce myself first, assumingly. Or gathered at the usual table, the mass citizen, a libertine, polymath, and pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school. The bedeviled didact, a scholar haunted by his discoveries. The plucky baroness, explorer, collector, what? Philatelist? I don't know. And spatchcocker Meg, who hunts monsters. Of course, everything out here is jolly dangerous, says the baroness. You risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the place you visit, and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look for other opportunities on the way, advise the mass citizen, passengers who want transport, rich men in need of bloody work, etc. Ask how to make a fortune through trade. Alright. The didact says fiddling with... Oh my god. A lot of dialogue options. Fiddling with his innumerable talismans, an essential topic. Make slides to a stool and the captain shuffle around to make room. The mass citizen buys the drink of their invention. It's violet and foggy. The plucky baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away. How can you buy and sell? Can sell practically anything at a big trade hub like New Winchester, the bonus answers. If you want to buy, though, you'll need to travel to more distant ports. Each specializes in a particular export. Makes bitch chewing tobacco on the floor. No money in buying at market prices and selling at them too, though. You want to look for bargains. Or prospects of people offered better money. Buy cheap, sell dear. Okay. Where you might learn of these opportunities. And sips to drink. The biggest port in each region has a bazaar where captains do business. There you'll learn of people at other ports prepared to pay over the odds for commodity. When you accept the commission for a prospect, it's yours. No other captain will pursue it. It is all fantastically civilized. The smile is droll. You'll have to source the goods yourself, of course. It's just a bit of a didact. Find a port that exports them. The client will want a certain amount. You can supply some or all of it. But if you provide all they need, they may furnish you with an additional reward. That's why they know a good prospect available. And the prospect bargain available to you. Do this. Huh. I'm tired. Alright, so it looks like there's an opportunity at Port Avon lying to the southwest of New Winchester, and Magdalene's lies to the west of New Winchester. So southwest and west. No farther business here. Onward. I'm just trying to leave. I guess I kind of have to do this on a... The rich one machine seems to be truly lavishly. In order to retire in the manners which you wish to become accustomed to your hard things, suitable property, and the admiration or envy of your peers, best security money can buy. Stops. Bazaar. Bulls report prosper. Seeds for Magdalenes. You're obliged to purchase the hybris or the lily bear. So I need to buy seeds and bring them back here. Hybris or the lead beater and Stainrod Nature Reserve. Alright. Southwest. Like a map. Can I go that way? I can go that way. Please be kind of station coast across sky. They ghost the passing trains. I wish I could go a little faster. It feels really slow. Also feels really empty. Can I go under this, or is it in my way? Okay, I can go under it. Away from the explorer. Gotta turn the last guy. There's nothing to report. Wow. Shitty scout. I don't know how big the map's gonna be, so looks like I'm flying into some very open territory though. I don't know if this bar down here is, so it's terror. Scout report successful expedition. Scout has discovered something. I was going the right way anyway, right? Yeah. I'm hoping this is one of the places I can buy the seeds. Or whatever I thought I was going to buy, which I believe was seeds. I'll know once I get there. I think I'll know once I get there. I hope. Oh, here we are. Stones, forgotten ruins, light tumbled across sky. Ruins claw the sky, the work of giants. Port Avon. Alright. What is this? Level 2. Take a facet. And get a battlefield hold liner. Order said, so you fought in blood on the foreign field. Okay, so this gets me +5 to iron, +3 to veils, and +1 to villainy, or +5 to iron, +3 to hearts, and +1 to bohemia. +5 hearts, +3 veils, +5 hearts, +3 mirrors, +5 veils, +3 hearts, +5 veils, +3 iron, 5 mirrors, +3 iron, +5 mirrors, +3 veils, or +5 iron, +3 mirrors, +5 iron, +3 hearts. If I want to do hearts, I would just take this with bohemia over this. What I'm gonna do. There we go. Let's embark. Port Avon welcome is now 3. I need to bring something in the future to keep them friendly. Need shops, bazaar. Buy. I'll buy all 3. Because I don't know how they're gonna sell once I get back. So it feels like this is essentially like a trading game. It's kind of weird. Like, I know it's combat and everything, but it feels a little... Ooh, I should probably like refuel and everything while I'm here. We're going back to that first place I found. Ooh, that kind of hurt. Was up here to sell my seeds. I believe it said I had 30 days to do, and I don't think it's been 30 days, so this game feels weird to me. It is definitely not a game I would normally play unless I was just trying out weekly games from Epic. Distance Stoker begins to sing a ballad about the chimneys of New Winchester. What's the hot topics tab? Hockey. And if I'm being honest, I don't think I'm gonna play this game after I'm done recording. And it's not something I'm interested in. Alright, I now have 1 bronze wood. That is not what I meant to do. I wanted to heal myself, but I didn't realize it would change where the buttons were. It's fine, I guess, but that's an added inconvenience. Timer of engine yards. Okay. What is that? Looking transit relay. I feel like this game would be much better if you played it on controller. It feels really weird playing on a keyboard. Members Thomas West City. Black box. Ambition, wealth. If perhaps not. Shops. Bazaar. So what was the selling? Hey, there we go. For hams, I don't see. This is the ammo for the Jerusalem, I'm assuming. A mining array, canning station. So I'm gonna just... Oh no, these are weapons. I can buy weapons. Okay. Courier market, the engine yard, I can... Ooh, I can get new engines just as a whole. Nice. That's kind of a cool concept. But I think that is as much as I'm going to play. The game? Obviously, I only played for about a half hour. But, I mean, if this is the kind of style of game you're into, I feel like it'd be really good. It is not the style of game I'm into, so I can't say I'd rate it very high if I were to rate it. But, I mean, I am glad I played it. It definitely introduced me to a new style of game. I don't regret playing it or anything. It was free. It was really small. I mean, if this is what you're into, definitely give it a try. I mean, it probably wouldn't take much to run it. I think my game was glitching out because I'm pretty sure I'm downloading a game on Steam right now. But I feel like if you just had like a regular old laptop, you could probably run this game if you wanted to play it. It's also on consoles though, and Switch, so you could give it a try anyway. Yeah, honestly, like it's not bad, but I don't see myself playing it more.